everybody! I am doing a Zodiac energy reading for Aries for the month of October. So I'm going to go ahead and relax here and get connected with the energy, and we'll see what the message is for all of you. Okay, Aries, October. I don't know why, but I got a dice and I'm like, yes. I'm rolling the dice. It's going to be a good October. It's going to be a good October. I'm betting on a good October. I see myself like really excited. Like I'm at I'm in Las Vegas and I'm taking a gamble, but it's a really good one and I'm 100% confident in it. And I'm rolling the dice and it's going to be a winner. And I know it's going to be. I just know it's going to be. So all of this is slowing down. All of this is slowing down. And Aries, this is interesting because there's really positive and then there's also some challenge involved here. And it has to do with self-discovery. Okay. I'm going to slow it down even more. And it's a bit of a weird energy right now, so I don't really know how to explain it or define it. So I'm just going to start by talking through images. So there's a finger that is pointing right, and then a finger that is pointing left. And it actually creates a structure, and it looks kind of robotic with like two antennas, and then it makes a head. One half is reddish color, the other half is a bluish color. And it feels as though these need to be turned around. It feels like blue is supposed to be on the right side, and red is supposed to be on the left side. It feels like somehow we got it backwards. But there has to be an acceptance of the way that it turned out. So Aries, you don't get the opportunity to change things. You're gonna have to work with the way it turns out, okay? And they show me that the way that it is turning out is pointing in two directions. You can go this way, you can go that way. And the way that it is turned out is going to guide you to the next thing. And it seems quite obvious. I mean, well, I can go this way or I can go that way. It seems very obvious. It's not sort of like, oh crap, I'm standing in the middle of like way too many options. It feels like we can work with two options. My brain can handle two options. I can go this way, I can go that way. I mean, it feels like we can work with this. There's a little bit more challenge in the center of it. They show me that, Aries had wanted to, here's a final outcome, shoot, I really feel it should have been here, over here, this over there. Well, I can't change things now. Now I have to either go this way or I have to go this way. Well, they're showing me that this separates slightly, and there's a pathway that opens up in between. This pathway it makes me feel sad. I feel like there's something emotionally challenging about this pathway. And I don't like the pathway that is laid out before me. And this one is very small. This is actually just like a tiny line in comparison to the other two options, which seem quite obvious. And what's even more strange is when this object separates to open up to this pathway in the center, the pathway is like a teal color, and it feels Egyptian. And the structure starts to feel like an Egyptian pyramid, and an old version of yourself is leaving the Egyptian pyramid on this pathway of sadness. That's what it feels like. And this is the one pathway that creates a little bit of a blip of confusion. Aries, you're really clever. And you're very observant, and I can see and feel your mind is observing everything like 100-fold. So you're solving a problem that isn't really clear. Like, okay, what is the problem exactly? I can't really define it, but I'm figuring it out. That's what's happening here. There's a lot of determination to solve this. To solve a problem that is undefined. What the problem is, it just feels like I can sense there's a problem. I can't really put my finger on what that problem is, but I'm going to start solving this now. That's what it's like. And boy, I mean, the energy, it's like go, 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 go. And I almost feel like Aries, you're missing out on something you didn't think of. Isn't this getting a little bit more complicated? I thought we just had two paths, this way or that way. Now it's turning into three paths and this old Egyptian self coming through the pathway of sadness. Now we're trying to solve a problem we don't even know that we had, but yet there's another pathway we didn't even think of. Wait, what? So this is getting interesting. So my spirit guides say Aries is busy. Aries is busying itself. And it's looking at all the options. And it's not emotionally affected by it. Even though this one pathway does feel sad, it's still able to think without the emotions getting in the way of making smart decisions, okay? But it is very hard to look in this other direction. It feels like continuing to look at this, what has been created, the pathways that shoot off from what has been created, the little bit of change that takes place here. What does this mean to me? Now we're kind of missing out on something we didn't think of. And it's actually a light yellow color is what it looks like. So I'm just slowing the Aries mind down. And I'm even slowing down sounds. It feels like there's just a lot of sounds in your head, a lot of ideas, a lot of opportunities, a lot of options. But the options are coherent. Like I can work with them. I mean, it's easy as this way or that way. Like it seems quite simple. But I can't believe how much noise is in here. So I'm slowing Aries' mind down. So Aries has a little bit of leverage here to access something that Aries hasn't thought of yet for the month of October. I will say it does feel like success. It does feel like there's a lot of thinking going on. There's a lot we're looking at here. What is this? What could this possibly mean? The thing that we haven't thought of. But it all feels like good. I'm not really picking up on, even with this weird pathway that appears, it kind of made me feel sad inside. But I didn't feel as though it wasn't going to still turn out successful. It wasn't going to feel like a really good achievement, like I did it. It feels positive still in October. It really does. So they're really, again, we must quiet the mind of the Aries. We must allow Aries to quiet the mind so it can have new interpretations. So it can access new wise parts of itself that it's not used to working with. Must quiet the Aries mind. And when the mind quiets, we don't go kind of veer off to the right or veer off to the left. These become straight pathways. We go straight ahead or straight ahead or straight ahead or straight ahead. Even this yellow other is also a straight ahead pathway. It's moving forward. Now we've got 4 options that they are all going to help move Aries forward. And I see some sort of a female energy comes in, and she's kind of swirling with the turquoise, so like a teal color. It's very pretty, sparkling energy that she's emitting. And she's showing me the importance of working with all the pathways and blending them together to see that there's only one true. It's like I'm okay with each and every one of these options, and I'm okay working with them all simultaneously. It seems like we're getting more out of ourselves. The Aries is getting more out of the Aries self by blending all the opportunities together. Instead of kind of seeing them separately and separate ways we can go if I do this or if I do that, but see them all as the pathway. All the opportunities are actually the pathway. Aries, you're like so above. I mean, it's almost like you're not, like in the middle of the experience of the opportunities or the options or the pathways. It feels like you're above it all and then seeing it all with an eagle view, and you're not getting emotionally tangled in the pathways. You're just letting the pathways be, and you're just working with the smartest options, and then you're seeing it from above, and and we're just gaining this wisdom. Okay, that sounds good to me. It's very practical. It's very successful way of being in October. I don't feel Aries is wound up in the threads of the emotions. The emotions are not preventing Aries from having a success. It feels confident and strong. And I thought, well, maybe I could get Aries a little bit more grounded, but they're saying that Aries is doing exactly what Aries needs to be doing right now. They aren't showing me that grounding Aries is what Aries needs. They're just showing me this is Aries' way of being, or the energetic interpretation of Aries for the month of October. So, I will say it's very upbeat, feels very positive. I feel full of energy. I feel accepting of the different options. I feel okay with them all. It feels this way. This way. I don't feel any type of disagreement. It seemed as though Aries was going to have a little bit of self-discovery. But whatever that self-discovery is doesn't feel like it's going to really drag you into the mud. It feels like you're going to rise above and stay risen above and making smart, productive choices. That's what it feels like. Okay, that was fun. All right, I hope you Aries enjoy the month of October. If any of you are interested in working with me one-on-one for a psychic session, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. All right, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great day.